What the heck is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Here I am with my co-host, Sterling Yanker.
Yes, sir. Back again for another banger episode.
We're here to talk about some
we
very
got some big
interesting
news today.
subjects.
Got some great news today.
We had some news go down yesterday.
a lot of news yesterday.
As in Tuesday.
And the day before Monday.
And Monday.
So yeah, as of right now, it's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a crazy week of freaking news going down so far.
And a trade that just happened, an hour ago? 40 minutes ago?
Oh yeah. Literally, it's pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
It's a crazy time right now. And I was telling you, I remember on a podcast about a week ago. And I was telling you, I was like, dude, we're really close to all the off-season stuff starting to break down. And here we are. All this off-season stuff is breaking down right now.
Yeah.
And we're having all this news coming left and right, and I'm excited. I'm very excited.
So, first things first, I feel like the biggest subject is Aaron Rodgers and Davonte Adams. You know, Aaron Rodgers, he stepped away, and then he signed a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going to look at you like this. And we're going to keep moving on about that. As time goes on, I'm kind of having a weird feeling about Aaron Rodgers, bro. Sometimes I just don't feel like he's in it all the way.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that. That's my only care. It's a little thing I don't like about Aaron Rodgers, but it's not anything I have against him. Mm-hmm. He's a great football player. Just sometimes his antics are not really my favorite. But, I feel like good thing for him. He's an older quarterback signing a 4-year deal for $200 million. And that's really steep, bro.
That's a lot of money.
That's really steep.
He's going to be making a lot of money. And it's a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
And he's already one of the older quarterbacks.
That's what I was saying.
And 3 or 4 years from now.
Is he going to be the same level as he is now?
Yeah, that's the thing about this, is that how many more years does Aaron Rodgers have?
I feel like
being an elite quarterback.
All I'm going to say is it happens fast.
It does happen fast, dude.
We've seen it before. Quarterbacks are like, yeah, I'll come back for more time. And then their decline happens within first 3-4 games of the season.
Yeah.
It happens very, very fast, and it unravels faster than you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing turns bad, and then it's pretty bad from there on. So I feel like he should have a good few more years in him. Mm-hmm. I don't know about the price tag, a little expensive
a lot of money, dude.
for my taste.
It's a lot of money. It's going to make that really hard to build the rest of their team out.
It's true. And Aaron Rodgers wants to win, but at what point does it cost your team? And they put a franchise tag on Davonte Adams, not to mention.
Franchise tag.
And that's...
We were just talking about the franchise tag right now.
Me and him do not feel like the franchise tag is very fair.
Yeah, I don't like the franchise tag.
I feel like it's kind of like just an easy way out, if that makes sense, for a player. For management. They're like, oh, you're about to expire on your contract? Let's just franchise tag
you.
And if you look at NBA, if you look at NHL, if you look at the MLB,
anything like the franchise tag.
Soccer, nobody has anything where it's just like, oh yeah, franchise tag.
Franchise tag. And that we were talking about it too, because obviously we get really excited for free agency every year. Mm-hmm. In a lot of years, most years, all the big name free agents, all the ones that we're excited for, all this get franchise tagged.
Do you want to move on to the next one?
Okay, next topic.
I want to talk about this one.
This is arguably the biggest one. To me, this was the biggest headline from yesterday for sure. And it's the Denver Broncos trading for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's a big trade.
So it's a big trade. Obviously, the Denver Broncos are getting Russell Wilson, and they're also getting, I believe, a draft pick. I want to say it was a 4th rounder.
Yeah, a lot of draft picks.
And then
I have it. I sent it to you.
The Seahawks are getting Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, and then, 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, a 5th rounder, and those players that I just mentioned. So, yeah,
and Noah
that's
Fant.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, Noah Fant. I said Noah Fant. Yeah. So, yeah, this is really interesting, and I really like that the Broncos did this. Yeah. I really like that they did this, because for literally ever since Peyton Manning has left the Broncos, when Peyton Manning retired all those years ago, the Broncos have never had their guy at quarterback. They've never found him.
No.
They've never found him. They've had all these options. Freaking Brock Osweiler. Who else? Trevor Siemian.
What's his name? Drew Lock.
They tried Joe Flacco. Case Keenum. Remember Case Keenum, bro?
Yeah, back in
Remember when Case Keenum was on the Broncos and they were 8-8?
That was years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago, dude. Case Keenum. Case Keenum, are you serious?
They couldn't find their guy. But now they have their guy.
Now they found their guy. They got their guy finally. And it's Russell Wilson. And there's not that many guys out there who who are better options than Russell Wilson. When Russell Wilson is on, he's one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Definitely.
And so bringing in Russell Wilson when you already have this team that you've created with this offense.
Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Jerry Jeudy,
Javonte Williams, possibly Melvin Gordon if you want to bring him back.
Yeah.
There's so many options
on this team. Who are they going to throw in at tight end?
So that's the question mark right there. Tight end is a hole now that they got
Noah Fant got traded.
But I feel
like bad for him.
With the options. I feel really bad for Noah Fant.
He just got tossed away at the wrong time.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate because that would have been his career year. He would have gone off this year. If he had Russell Wilson and he has Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick around him.
He would have been going crazy.
And Javonte. Bro, oh my gosh, dude. That would have been such a nasty team. They should have tried to keep him, bro. They should have gave him literally anything else.
But I feel like Noah Fant, if anybody was going to go, it was him because he was having a good season. And, there was some times where it was a little bit questionable. I don't know what happened. I don't know why you had 5 yards in some games. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault. I feel like it's the scheme's fault, and I feel like it's his offense's fault. He has a lot of skill.
He didn't have the best quarterback throwing in the football.
Neither
that was also not playing in his favor.
He has skills, and that's gonna get him far, hopefully. But it's just he's gonna go with Drew Lock, Or they're going to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I think they should.
Let's
talk about the Seahawks side because they also released Bobby Wagner.
That's a big thing as well.
Released Bobby Wagner. So that's a huge thing right there.
So before we move on, top 3 options. Where does he go?
Top 3 options, Bobby Wagner. Ooh. Okay, so this is crazy. This is the bias in me.
Okay.
But the Baltimore Ravens, dude.
Yep. I feel like they're legit contenders for him.
I think they're legit contenders for him.
But you gotta give it to me too. The Raiders do have a chance as well.
Yeah, the Raiders have a chance.
Because
because they have some money too.
But you want to talk about the Seahawks implications?
The Seahawks. So yeah, let's move on to the Seahawks side. So obviously they're losing Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. They're getting a bunch of draft picks. Mm-hmm. They're getting Drew Lock and Noah Fant.
But we also kind of forgot. Name one more place where we could see Bobby Wagner go. I could see him maybe going to could you see him going to, do you think he wants to stay in the conference and go to the Cardinals? No, not
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, maybe he goes and wants to sign with the 49ers or something.
Oh, the 49ers would be a nice team.
It would.
The 49ers would be a nice fit.
That would be a really good fit for him. And he played the Seahawks twice a year.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like those are some legit options right there. So now that we finished what we're going to do.
Okay, yeah. So now we're back on the Seahawks side.
Sorry for I just want to get that clarified.
Yeah, so now we got the Seahawks are getting a bunch of draft picks.
A crap ton.
A lot of draft picks. Drew Lock, Noah Fant, and Shelby Harris.
Does that make that football team better?
No. No.
Definitely
That's
not.
the whole point.
It doesn't make
And they released Bobby Wagner. So it's an end of an era in Seattle. It's unfortunate. It was a cool era for that team. Russell Wilson.
They won.
They had the Legion of Boom for a while.
They did.
Then they won a Super Bowl.
They did.
They made it to another Super Bowl. Unfortunately, they did not win.
You know how that goes?
Yeah, we know how that goes. The Russell Wilson era was a good era in Seattle.
Definitely. So you want to talk about some Carson Wentz action?
Here, real quick. The Seahawks. Do you think they should draft a quarterback?
Yes.
Okay, I agree. I think they should too.
Absolutely.
They have the number 9 pick.
Answer. Trust me, we've seen him play before.
Oh yeah, we've seen that.
That's not gonna turn out good.
I think Drew Lock is just in the deal, so it could be kind of you know what? If for whatever reason we don't there's not a guy when we're up to draft, there's not a quarterback that we really want.
Yeah.
We'll just roll with Drew Lock for a year and maybe see what we have in him, and then maybe we'll take a quarterback in next year's draft.
Yeah, it's true. He's like a bridge quarterback.
Yeah, he could be a bridge. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a bridge quarterback.
There's an excuse to have Drew Lock as your quarterback because it's he's still young.
Yeah.
Maybe you're you know what? Maybe we could see if Drew Lock has a little bit of potential in him.
I think he has maybe that.
I think maybe there's a chance. There's a chance that something comes out of him.
So you're telling me there's a
solid
chance?
Games. He had some solid games when he was the Broncos starter.
It's facts.
He didn't look too bad. Obviously, he was making mistakes, but all young quarterbacks make mistakes.
At some point.
But it's unlikely. It's unlikely. It's unlikely.
You think so?
I think it's unlikely. I mean, there's a chance, but we've seen who Drew Lock is.
Yeah, he likes to throw interceptions. Mm-hmm. He is very bad at reading coverages sometimes, and it makes you He's a head scratcher sometimes.
Okay, well, let's get into that. Let's get into Carson Wentz talk.
Yeah, let's get into
so...
Okay. Sterling has some things that he wants to say.
So we have some stuff that I want to say. I have some stuff I want to say. The Washington Commanders are trying to issue in a new era to their football team. Obviously, they were the Washington Redskins. Then
the football team.
We had the Washington football team for 2 years, and it was a little bit of a transitional period. They didn't even have a name for the team. No. Just like basic logo design.
They were the W.
Yeah, they were the W basically. And it was like a 2-year period where they had like Taylor Heineke was a quarterback for a lot of it. And so now we're the Washington Commanders. This is like a new era for this team.
They're the Commanders.
And so to go and usher in this new era, the quarterback that they wanted to bring in is
Carson
Wentz. Carson Wentz. So what was the details of the trade?
So I believe, let me see.
It was Carson Wentz getting traded to the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
And going back to the Colts was a 3rd-round pick.
And a conditional.
Third?
It's that could be a second.
That could have its best possibility is a 2nd-round pick. So, yeah. So, a 3rd and a 3rd. Basically.
2/3.
Yeah, 2/3. Okay, so. But Carson Wentz. This is like their big thing that's like, you know what, we're going to usher in this new era. This is where we're going to start to move forward as a franchise more and more.
Dude, they paid...
And Carson Wentz is the guy that they decided to go with.
Dude, they paid him like a bag of chips, basically, bro.
And 2 3rd-round picks.
2 3rd-round picks, bro. They didn't even really care. They were just like...
Yeah, they're like, you know what, bro? You could just have him.
You could have him. Like, we don't want him.
Just take him off our hands.
You know? If I was Carson Wentz, I'd be like...
Oh, Carson Wentz, dude, no. Okay, so look, let's try to look at the situation. So the Washington Commanders, they're gonna have Antonio Gibson as their running back.
Yeah. J.D. McKissick
as another complimentary back.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin. Logan Thomas is a good tight end.
Logan Thomas, I like him. There's Curtis Samuel.
Yep, Curtis Samuel.
Hopefully he comes back healthy. He should be healthy.
Yeah.
He's been out for like what? A whole year?
It was a while, dude.
He came back the last few games and he was alright, but he should be fully here this season, right?
Yeah, he should. They have some nice pieces.
Antonio Gibson.
Their defense.
Their Gibson.
Their Gibson. Their defense, obviously it didn't have the year that you wanted it to this year, but they have
could turn it around. They could
easily turn it around and be one of the best defenses to me. With the pieces
especially
that they
with Chase Young coming back.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they definitely could make a run for it.
I can see them becoming a top defense again.
Yeah, definitely.
And so with all that, their big splash that they wanted to make was bringing in Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz.
So what are they thinking? Because that's a bad trade. To me, this is a bad trade.
To me, this is like hoping on a prayer a little bit.
Yeah, it's a prayer.
It's a prayer.
It's a prayer.
You know, maybe he's a bridge quarterback, or maybe he's a smoke screen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could try to be used as a smoke screen to be like, oh yeah, they're not gonna do anything in the draft, and then they do.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a big smoke screen, though.
It's a smoke screen.
They're paying a lot of money for that smoke screen.
And there's facts, though.
And they also gave up 2 3rd-round picks for that smoke screen, so...
I'm trying to think optimistic, bro.
Okay, well, wait. This is optimistic. This is the optimistic side of this trade. The Washington Commanders come out in the season, and they're a little bit over 500.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario right now.
9-8? Or...
Yeah, 9-8. Maybe like 10-7 max. 10-7 maximum.
Yeah, if they're lucky.
Like, maximum, bro, at the highest potential, I honestly don't even see them winning their division, bro.
No.
They're not better than the Cowboys.
I wouldn't say so.
Not even close.
No.
Literally a best case scenario.
9-8.
Yeah, 9-8.
That's the best.
Wild card team maximum.
I can maybe even see 8-9 if we're lucky.
Yeah, literally.
Or maybe we could even see.
I can also see Carson Wentz getting injured in week 4. And then Taylor Heineke comes
6 and 11.
Taylor Heineke comes in and slings the ball around and they go to the playoffs.
Wow.
No,
are you Nick Foles 2.0 or what?
But bro, Taylor Heineke's a solid quarterback.
I like him. He's just not the answer.
He's not the answer, but neither is Carson Wentz. And that's another point that I wanted to make too, is that Carson Wentz and Taylor Heineke. Just think about those two quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Obviously, Taylor Heineke is not your answer,
the same level?
and I agree with that. To me, Carson Wentz is a little bit better. But the thing is that giving up 2 third-round picks, possibly a second.
Possible. I mean, that ain't crap though, bro.
Yeah, it's not that much.
No.
But you're also paying this guy a lot of money.
It's true.
A lot of money. And so is the little bit better that you're gonna get out of Carson Wentz worth all this?
No.
When you had Taylor Heineke on your roster?
No.
Is it worth all that to just get this small little upgrade?
Nah. Not in my opinion.
What would you consider the Washington football team, Washington Commanders? Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
What phase are they in right now? Like, are they a rebuilding team? Are they a team where they should be looking to get better? Are they a team? What do you think?
I'd say realistically, at this point, it sounds like they're trying to reload.
Reload.
But it's not really coming to a reload.
Be doing.
No, it sounds like they're trying to reload.
So look, this is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders, to me, are a team where they've kind of done their rebuild for the last couple years.
They've been at it.
And so this should be the point where they're still a rebuilding team, but they're at the latter stage of their rebuild. And so what do rebuilding teams mainly are like their most highly coveted assets? To me, it's draft picks and money.
Yeah.
They just gave up draft picks and money to become a team that's a little bit better.
And to
me, it's not worth it.
How do you feel about fantasy-wise?
Fantasy-wise for this?
Yeah. Antonio Gibson, same
Logan
value.
Thomas got a bump because we know Carson Wentz likes to target his tight ends. Logan Thomas,
a decent bump.
When Logan Thomas was healthy, he was a good tight end,
and he only had tight end.
Yeah, every down tight end. Yeah, literally from the second he returned from injury, he was an every down tight end.
Yeah. Then he got injured.
He got injured again, which is unfortunate. But I think he'll be back, and I'm really excited for Logan Thomas. I think Logan Thomas gets a big bump from this. I think Antonio Gibson stays the same.
Yeah, same value.
Same value.
Terry McLaurin, same value, I'd say.
Yeah, same value.
It doesn't go up.
It changes it that much.
That's about it, though. I feel this was an okay trade.
Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't say it was okay. No. It was a bad trade. The Colts got a W in this trade.
The Colts won this trade?
So, our last topic, we'll just get into it real quick. Yeah. Calvin Ridley. And this is very unfortunate because last week on the podcast we were talking about this. We were like, man, I can't wait for Calvin Ridley to come back.
Yeah.
Talking about his situation, And then this gets dropped on us. It's unfortunate, but
it feels like Calvin it's just Ridley, our luck sometimes, bro.
Suspended for at least one season.
The entire season, bro.
The entire season. I feel like that's a little bit too much, if I'm being honest.
He bet on his team to win.
I don't think it was his team, it said. I think it said that I heard a report saying that it wasn't with the Falcons.
No.
And it was also when he wasn't playing football, so it was when he was taking his break. So he was kind of like away. Like, I understand, it's the rules, you can't do it.
Yeah, I
think you should have got a penalty, but the whole season, I think that's a lot. But I think the NFL is kind of using this as an example to show players like you can't do this. Like, we're not gonna mess around. If you do it, we're just gonna Calvin Ridley's a star player. This isn't just like some random guy on the team. This is Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
And so I think the NFL just wanted to show their players, be like, you know what, you can't do this. Just don't even try it. Let's not.
It sucks, bro. It makes you want to eat your words. It is what it is. We'll see him in 2022 probably.
Or 2023.
2023.
That's what sucks, dude. We won't see Calvin Ridley for a while.
Yeah.
Because we're literally just getting into this offseason. We still have a whole offseason to go through, a whole season to go through.
Yep.
Playoffs, and then another offseason, then we'll get to see Calvin Ridley.
That's a long time.
That's a long time, dude.
It's a long time.
And he already missed half of last season.
It's true.
So that's crazy. That's really crazy.
It's unfortunate, bro. It definitely sucks a lot.
For the Falcons.
They're just going through it, I guess. The Falcons just are kind of at this point where it's like, wow.
Yeah.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah. They have nothing going on.
Yeah, no.
Like, literally nothing. They have nothing going for them.
No. They're like,
I'm struggling to name one positive. Maybe Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, he's still there.
That's it. So they need to draft a wide receiver really bad.
Yeah.
Because Russell Gage is a free agent. He might not be on that team. Calvin Ridley's not going to be on the team.
Nope.
They have Kyle Pitts, and that's it. Literally.
Only Kyle Pitts. Maybe they should run him out of receiver.
He could.
He really could.
He literally could.
Draft a bigger tight end and then have him run wide receiver.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's some 2K stuff right there.
Thank you.
Just moving people in random positions.
That is 2K stuff really right there,
random.
bro.
Like like in 2K, their overall would go
up. His overall would
goes
go
up as a wide receiver.
It really would.
Yeah, it would. It probably does in Madden too.
It probably would.
Yeah, that's funny.
He'd probably go crazy.
Oh yeah.
I think they should give him the number 1 spot, bro. I'm signing a petition for that shit.
Honestly, dude.
Make Kyle Pitts the number 1 wide receiver on the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all we have to talk about for today, though.
Yeah, it was a good episode today.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're back. And then look at all this stuff. We got all this stuff going on this freaking paper, all this crazy stuff going down in the NFL, all this news, and we're here.
But we'll see you guys next week.
Make sure you go down below, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And without further ado,
we out.
We're out of here.